Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great day. So today we want to answer a question we've gotten from some community members, and that is, how do you purchase the BBD coin? If you wanted to buy this free cryptocurrency, how would you go about doing it? So first I want to just say that to understand a free cryptocurrency, a free token going in the direction we're going, and we've kind of gotten to see it play out with the Zen network, exactly how free projects can work. Uh, to people who are skeptics to these type of free cryptocurrency systems, uh, I would first just say that you probably don't quite understand Metcalfe's law. If you think in retrospect of how social networks build up and gain value, why is it that Elon Musk is willing to spend over $40 billion to acquire Twitter, or spent to acquire Twitter, right? Why would he have done that? And obviously the reason being that it's tremendous value in that network. And where does that network primarily come from? It primarily comes from people being able to join it and participate in it free, without any upfront cost to them, right? And any type of network that can consist of billions of people is going to carry a significant value. Now, and that's all part of freemium services that are at least upfront free to the public. Now, what we want to get into is to help you understand the BBD coin is on multiple blockchains, right? Initially, to get you through the process smoother, we want to discuss the more active ones at this point in time, as we started on the Hive blockchain. And if you're not familiar with that, that's the fork of Steam, the network that was acquired by Justin Sun, and it's a variety of applications, social networks, and it's a little bit reminiscent maybe of what you might get with Ethereum, minus all the fees and minus all of the headache of gas and congestion. But anyway, it's the actual type of uh, protocols like this was created by Dan Larimer of EOS fame, right, of BitShares and so on, right. So these are all in the same family of those type delegated proof of stake models. So to buy BBD coin, first what you need to do is, my recommendation would be to get the wallet free. If you understand how EOS wallets works, these wallets are typically, you have to carry a little bit of the crypto to have in a wallet, but then the transactions are pretty much lifetime free, right? Um, and so that's a similar idea behind Hive, but you can go on and on, regenerating network value, something that they call your Hive power, right, and resource credits that allows you to do these transactions free. So first, you need a wallet, obviously, to be able to put your BBD coins and your cryptocurrencies in. This is the blockchain it's on. You see four services up here: Hive onboarding, SNC, Weed, Cash, Discord, and Hive.io. And these are places you can go to get a wallet absolutely free. Because again, when you're creating a free cryptocurrency project, I think what would have to follow in that, for it to work in harmony with that, would be being able to obtain the wallet free and then being able to do the transactions free. Otherwise, it's not going to feel very free, right? It's just going to feel like a cryptocurrency that's costing you to hold and to do transactions. With this particular product, this is as close, I think, as we've been able to get to almost 100% free, where you can basically do transactions free, you can obtain a wallet free, and you can get the cryptocurrency free. So that's why we recommend that this is the most active blockchain first, at least starting off. Not saying that it will end that way, right? But starting off. Um, so that's the Hive blockchain. Uh, you can roll the video back. Hive on board, SNC, We, Cash, Discord, Hive.o. We'll try to leave a link in the description. But if you go to those places, they will help you obtain a wallet absolutely free. And once you get the wallet, you're going to be glad you did. You're going to be able to avoid the headache of transaction fees and so on and so forth. Um, let's see. Now there are numerous chains similar to what you're getting with the Xen cryptocurrency project. Once you got that wallet, now you can go. In fact, let me take you over there so you can see. Okay, so this is probably going to be one of the best places to trade the BBD coin first, and that's on Tribal Dex. You're going to get the most activity here and the most value. So tribaldex.com. Looking at the BBD coin on Tribal Dex, right, at this point in time. Um, and so you're gonna need your Hive wallet, right, that you're gonna get for free. Once you got that wallet, you're gonna be able to purchase on this Dex the BBD coin and place it in your Hive wallet, right? So it's a fairly easy process. Uh, now, if you're just not familiar with the Hive blockchain, if this seems to be a little bit too complicated for you, and you're already accustomed to, let's say, you're using a MetaMask wallet, as we know a lot of people who use the Zen network, people who use the Hex, the Post Chain network, so on, they're probably going to be more familiar with MetaMask. So you can use our MetaMask version on the Polygon network, right? And the exchange you can purchase BBD coin there is on Cometh.swap. Let's try to get you over there as well. So far you got Tribal Dex. There are actually several different exchanges you can trade the BBD coin and acquire it, but we want to try to cover the more active ones where the cryptocurrency has some value at this point. That way, basically people can get in where more of the activities. And so let's take you over to Cometh.swap. Okay, here on swap.cometh. And this exchange is very similar to what you get with your Uniswaps and so on and so forth. Swap.cometh.io. Um, Basically, your wallet links up to your MetaMask wallet, right? Uh, on the Polygon network, right? So, you know, if you've if you're using MetaMask wallets, you're probably already familiar with how to switch networks. If not, they have many tutorials online how to switch your MetaMask wallet to the Polygon network. Obviously, we're using Polygon because it's going to be the more efficient chain. Transaction fees a lot more cost efficient. And so all you need to do is basically when you link up your wallet, you'll be able to purchase the BBD coin, your MetaMask wallet, and so on and so forth. Now, there are many other exchanges that the cryptocurrency is on. It's on Memo.cash, which is part of the Bitcoin Cash network. It's on the Waves blockchain, which was once known as the Ethereum killer. So it's kind of similar to Ethereum. They have the Waves.exchange. And the BBD coin trace on there. Maybe we can run over there real quick. It's probably one of the easier wallets to obtain, one of the faster, easier ones. But as far as getting real value for your buck, we would highly recommend Tribal Dex first, getting that Hive wallet. There's many easy tutorials out there on how to get that. But these are some of the places you're going to be able to buy, the more active places you're going to be able to purchase the BBD coin and also the Bitcoin, MYK token, which are basically essentially the same thing. The only difference is to explain the BBD coin real quick. What's the difference between that and the Bitcoin? The Bitcoin MYK token is the native token. Let's just get you over to the site for a moment. All right, so here on the platform of Bitcoin MYK, there is the Bitcoin MYK token, which I have 276 of them at this point in time. There in the end, it's only going to be like 5 million of them, right? So it's to us, it's equivalent. It would be equivalent now to having like 276 Bitcoin, right? If it does what Bitcoin does, possibly as it's 4 times more deflationary than Bitcoin, 5 million instead of 21 million, there's a good opportunity that the price can increase. At least that is the hope. Or what the idea is for it to really be a stable currency, for it to be used, and is not about speculation and so on. But there are some things that might just be consequential to the development of such a cryptocurrency. So the differences are the Bitcoin MYK token itself is the functioning native token on the platform, right? And what the platform's doing. Um, Now, the basically the Bitcoin MYK backed dollar, right? Basically, what that's saying is that every one of these Bitcoin MYK backed dollars that you have in your possession, you can redeem them at a 1-to-1 value for the Bitcoin MYK native token to use on the platform, right? So basically, you can kind of think of the scarcity of the Bitcoin MYK token like gold, and as the BBD dollar like cash, right? Um, of course, the BBD coin, you're able to create more economic prosperity, moving it faster, efficiently, free or nearly free across the globe. And the Bitcoin MYK native token kind of feels like gold or something in its scarcity and in its utility on the platform, right? So we have tons of videos you can watch about that, right? Um, so let's see here. Let me like that. Like it. Yeah, I was able to like that. You get the token when you like people's content and so on and so forth, right? So quite interesting. Um, let's see. I just want to end the video with saying the Zen community. We're getting some people who have a problem with us combining the Bitcoin MYK back dollar information with Zen, the community project. So let's first discuss why it's relative to that. Remember, the BBD coin is relative because it is being airdropped to the Zen community, and there's a reason. There's reasonings behind that. The BBD coin project, or the Bitcoin MYK project, was the first proof of participation model, or the POP model, that I'm aware of. It came out in late 2018. And so I think it's very relevant to the Zen community, not only because it's a proof of participation model, but due to the airdrop. But also keep in mind, free cryptocurrencies tend to work well together, right? When you're dealing with a free project, it doesn't quite in the same fashion occupy the competitive nature of two different cryptocurrencies when you have to pay for over the other, right? So it's a little bit different. Uh, More ideas that if you come across free cryptocurrency projects would be to use them all, right? Uh, there are some differences with the Bitcoin MYK project. It's only going to be 5 million coins, great deal more deflationary than Zen. Uh, it doesn't occur on chains that gobble up huge gas fees. Thus, its value is not attached to gas, right? Uh, its interface is very user friendly. It's more like a social network and easy for people to mint and mine the cryptocurrency, right? Making it a much more greater participatory community, right? So in those ways, the Bitcoin MYK project is quite relevant to Zen, but quite different than Zen, right? Very relevant, but just different approaches in its tokenomics and so on. Also, I would like to remind the people who might have a problem with us mixing up the content that this is the same problem the Hex communities are having with the Zen community now. They're saying that Zen has come in and stole Hex community members, have stole their shine, has stole their thunder, and are directly challenging and in competition with Hex. And a lot of people find that to be true. Now, uh, the argument could be made that if you don't want to see BBD coin content uh, in relation to Zen content, then that's the same thing that the Hex community is saying about why are people pushing Zen and bringing up Zen content, to Hex community members, right? So it's a very similar thing. And we just want to point that out. But we hope this video is helpful with you getting the Bitcoin MYK token. We think at this point, what's more important is the network value and the network growth to be there and to grow, and people to hopefully find utility and a great amount of use in the product itself before we even get to the speculation part, money part. So remember, we want to build this network to a great value under good principles of what are we going to do with people where robots and technology are going to take their job 5, 10 years from now, right? How are these people going to feed their families? How are they going to compete with robots? And by a distribution model like this through this social media interface, where people can actually come in, earn full Bitcoin MYK tokens today, imagine if they were to reach the value of Bitcoin, you'd be earning that per day, right? Having the opportunity to do that now ahead of the robotics revolution that could take over 47% of human beings' jobs, which is going to make it very difficult in the future for people to navigate the economy, right? So these are all very valid use cases, very important use cases as we push the citizens dividend, right? And probably one of the most important things we're going to have to face in the 21st century, right? So no offense to gaming and cryptocurrency, no offense to chase and pump and dump coins, but these are very serious, useful problems that need to be solved. And my promise to you is that if they aren't solved today, they are going to be the highlight and the biggest problem we have to solve, and where all the money is going to go as problems to solve. If not today, then tomorrow, next month, next 6 months, next 9 months, next year. But either way, we're going to have to face this down. You're going to have crypto projects that solve a problem, right? The citizens dividend under Bitcoin MYK and the proof for participation model does that, and it does that in the most, and it does that in a way that's leveling the playing field greater than I've seen so far, even greater than Xen, as I think one of Xen's flaws had been obviously the bots and the cost of gas, right, which pushes people out of a participatory economy. Uh, Unfortunately, Richard Hart's even attacked it, calling it the proof of bots project, right, as we well know. So the Xen project does have many shortcomings, but it has gotten a lot of attention to the proof participation models that can solve our problems going forth into the future. And I think that proof of participation projects can work together and can create value and solutions for the end users. And that's why I think it's so important to combine BBD Coin with Xen in our media distribution. And the reason being is that there's just going to be things that BBD Coin and Bitcoin MYK tokens, these free cryptos, can do that Zen's not going to be able to do, right? Because you can't really hand out the free cryptocurrency so much on these networks as the gas fees are going to eat you up. But BBD Coin, Bitcoin MYK has ways around that. And these are projects that I think are going to benefit the community better working in tandem together, more so than being vulnerable to their shortcomings on their own. And again, free projects, free coins, free cryptocurrencies. From a profit margin standpoint, right? You're never going to be able to beat free. Anything goes up over free, you're going to be getting 100x's and so on and so forth, 10,000x's, whatever it is. Whatever that value increases over free, is basically pure profit, right? So you're never going to be able to beat that with a project. I think I better get out of here now because the videos went further than I think. But I hope this helps you to get the BBD coin. Of course, if you have any questions or need any help, you can leave in the comment section. We'll be more happy to help you out with that. But this is one of these projects, Bitcoin MYK. You're going to see a lot more of us in the future. You're going to see a lot more proof participation models in the future. And I believe they're going to be the most used cryptocurrencies in the space, right? So again, if you have any questions, if you haven't joined us yet, need to be doing that ASAP. Don't be one of those people who turn around and say, geez, I could have easily gotten for free a free Bitcoin MYK token. Much like people were able to get Bitcoin in the early days free without paying anything, right? Just by having their wallet open to get it. And that's the same thing with the Bitcoin MYK project that you're able to do now. But there's going to be a day you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to get it a full one free, right? You'll still be able to get free Bitcoin MYK, but the value that you can get from it now in the future, that's going to pale in comparison to what you can get now, right? So very important, guys. Don't be that woulda, shoulda, coulda person. That story we know so much about in in the cryptocurrency space. But that's all I want to say in this video. If you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Watch the videos. Join the Bitcoin NYK network today. You'll be glad you did. Take care.